What is going on YouTube? xSerena here, back again with yet another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Metagame Breakdown. Episode number, I don't remember which episode number this is. But hey, we're going to be getting into the metagame. Let's just go right into it. Tier 1 we have Odd Eyes and Speedroid. First I'll go over Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes Orcust is the best deck of the format. Well, technically first best deck of the format. It does very insane Odd Eyes Orcust, and on Ding, I think Beatrice and Decode Talker. Or if you don't want to end on Beatrice, you can end on like any rank 4 of choice for like the mirror match, or just against Orcust in general, or what's the other deck? Or I think what was his name? Roach against decks like Rocket. So yeah, there really isn't much to say about it. This deck is just insane. Though it does have much consistency, its turn 1 is just basically unbeatable. Also it has Babbles for even more interruption. So yeah. Summoner's Heart is also insane in this deck. You can search like any level 6. Any normal level 6. Normal pen level 6, because that's what you're mostly playing. So yeah. Next we have Speedroid. Speedroid is kind of solved. Most of the decks in the current format are kind of solved, so it really isn't much to say about it. Speedroid is still a powerful and decent deck, and it's very consistent. It has 12 to 13 monsters and 7 to 8 techs. And obviously the back rows are just Book of Moon, Forbidden Chalice, Cyclone, and Compulse. That's really it. I don't really have much to say about this deck, though I do really find it fun. I do kind of find it a bit fun, though I don't have the deck fully built yet. I have not even gotten around to it. So yeah, next we have next we have Tier 2. Rising up from Tier 3 is Pure Orcust. Pure Orcust is crazy. Even though the ban list tried to hit it, it didn't do much. Konami's gonna need to hit the deck more, though I can't really think of any suggestions on what to do for the ban list for the deck. The deck can play Apprentice Illusion Magician, and maybe put that to 3. Hey, Dark Magician hit. And maybe they can hit Dark Magician as well. That's an indirect Dark Magician hit. But yeah, they've been playing Apprentice Illusion Magician because it needs to discard to special summon itself. You can discard any Orcust from your hand and then go crazy to even make the board a bit consistently or just a bit better in general. It obviously runs Scrap Recycler, but yeah, Apprentice Illusion Magician is your main starter in my opinion. And yeah, most of them just play like very low card counts, and then with obviously just normal text. So yeah, there's also been some variants with like Lightsworn, one of my favorite variants. It feels like Duel Links it feels like a Duel Links version of tier limits, just because you're constantly milling to mill Orcust names, kind of like in the TCG for tier limits, though it's obviously 2 different decks. So yeah. Next we have Trickstar. Trickstar it really isn't much to say about this deck. The deck can play a ton of different back row, can play a ton of different techs, can run cards such as White Princess, DD Crow, Dark Hole, any limit 3, because now their cards are limited to 3, and then obviously the K on top you have what's her name? Trickstar Light Stage. One of my favorite cards in the game. I love the art of that card. And yeah, not really much to say about this deck. Didn't really do much. But yeah, most of the time when I see this deck a lot, it's with hand traps rather than like stuff like Needle Sealing as it was before. So yeah. Now coming at Tier 3 we have Destiny Heroes and Rocket. Destiny Heroes is one of my favorite decks. One of my favorite versions of Hero. I love it. I don't have a certain version of it, but I just love it. 1 card combos, room for so many techs, and then just draw. That's literally all it is. And yeah, another deck is This is a back row heavy deck as well compared with Rockets. So yeah, Rocket is also tier 3 as well. This is a pretty solid deck. Not really much to say about that, other than that it's mainly been running like 1 silver rocket and then 2 limit 3s. Mainly so you can run some more powerful cards. Though obviously going first against a deck like Raging Pendulum. Oh boy, you banished their what's his name? Odd Eyes Raging Dragon. They're done. They're cooked. It's game. You might as well just scoop. So yeah, it's really still a really solid deck and a really good back row deck if you're looking to play it. So yeah, that's mainly it for the tier list. Other decks we have here, obviously on the TPC comments, we have Salaman Great. It says Salaman Great with the Code Tucker engine is a deck that probably should be performing better than its representation suggests. Its turn 1 decent, and its follow-up is even better. This deck has a real outside chance at a rogue / tier 3-esque territory. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of builds running like the True King card, and it's really been solving the problem with Salad's like low attack, especially with the new skill too, a Burning Roar. So yeah, that is it for the metagame. Some other things I like to get down that I forgot to get down before is that Odd Eyes has also been playing some cards like the pure versions. It's been playing cards like Glow Up Bulb to send with Beatrice, and you can make Crystal Wing turn 1. It's okay. Or you can also, like in the Orcust version or just any other version, it can interrupt your opponent by sending Tackle Crusader, a really good interruption card, or Token Collector against Trickstar. Token Collector can kind of ruin Trickstar a bit because they're tokens. So token go bye bye. That's what I would say. That's what I say when I summon it. So yeah, it's kind of like how Token Collector was really good in the TCG. Hey, it got a shine in Duel Links as well. So yeah, that really is all I have to say. Also, cards such as Jinzo and Santa Claus are level 6s for Beatrice. So yeah, beating any back row deck such as Rocket or Destiny Heroes or Trickstar with any back row, done. Nada. That's just game anyways. So yeah, anyways, before I end off the video, my thoughts on the current metagame. I'm probably gonna start doing this now where I give my thoughts on the current metagame. I feel like it's fine. I feel like it's decent and kind of fun in my opinion. And in the recent Meta Weekly, we had fucking Trains getting top 4 in this meta. Like last format, you probably wouldn't have seen this. Or you had Fossils, BA Infernoid, and there was BA Infernoid, and even Gimmick Puppet topping in the Duel Links Grand Prix. Shout out to Grand Harrier. But yeah, I feel like this metagame is fine. It's not unfair as last one was, where it's like you run Orcust or no, or you lose, which was kind of borderline tier 0 in my opinion. So yeah, my thoughts on the metagame, I'm just gonna give it a rating. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10. I feel like any deck can compete if you play and pilot it well enough. I feel like you can say that in any format, to be honest. But yeah, let me know if you want to hear more about my metagame breakdown thoughts at the end of the video. I'm hopefully gonna be getting back to doing these weekly, and hopefully being as frequent as before. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts on the current metagame. I'll be linking the article down below if you want to give it a read for yourself. And yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that. Join the Discord, we do Master Duel and Duel Links tournaments. Follow me on Twitch, I do streams there. When I do streams, I've been streaming a lot of variety recently. So yeah, anyways, that is the end of today's video. My name is xSerena, and I'm out. See ya. Peace.